Another important infection is anthrax caused by Bacillus anthracis. This is the distribution of this disease. Hyperendemic areas are red and endemic areas are pink. India is endemic to anthrax. Here, the source of infection is spores, infected soil, bone meal, protein concentrates, excreta, blood, water, and other materials acts as source of infection, and spread of infection from one area to another, either by streams, insects, dogs, or carnivores, fecal contamination, avian scavengers. All these are the methods for the spread of infection from one area to another area. Here, I would like to tell you the outbreak that we observed when we are studying post-graduation. That outbreak has happened in a village where the farmer taken the animal in a pool of water in a grazing area, that is in a upland area. And that source is being used by other animals as a water source, then there is a rapid spread of anthrax. So unknowingly that the practice of the farmer led to the anthrax outbreak in that village. Then transmission of the disease, ingestion and inhalation, ingestion, biting flies, all these things acts as transmitting routes of transmission of the disease. And the determinants of the disease or the risk factors are host, species and breed, agent, virulence and survivability. Environmental factors like heavy rains after severe summer, dry summer after prolonged rain, incubator areas, anthrax years. So these incubator areas, generally, if the soil is being contaminated with the anthrax spores, sometimes that soil incubator areas for these spores. Not only that, because of the heavy rains after severe summer or dry summer after a prolonged rain, all these things leads to the availability of the spore in that particular area. Pathogenesis, any mode of entry, either it may be ingestion, inhalation, or by contact, etc. Any mode of entry, it reaches the regional lymph nodes and it traces the phagocytosis. From the lymph nodes, it enters into the blood. And later on, because of the toxins released by the organism, that is protective antigen, lethal factor, and edema factor, ultimately leads to the death because of acute renal failure, shock, and terminal anoxia. This is the sheep affected with anthrax. Can appreciate losing of tarry-colored blood. Immediately, that one died because of the disease. Clinical signs in case of sheep, paracute and acute form. In paracute form, death is evident within 1 to 2 hours. Before death, if you closely observe the animal exhibits a severe fever, muscle tremors, dyspnea, terminal convulsions, collapse, and death. And in case of acute form, the course is about 1 to 3 days. Respirations are rapid and deep. Heart rate is increased, diarrhea and dysentery. Milk production is decreased if that animal is in milking. Edema of throat and sternum is observed in some animals. Necropsy, you should not go for PM. There is no PM. There is no rigor mortis, no clotting of blood, Sahar's appearance, oozing of dark colored blood. If any postmortem has done unknowingly, splenomegaly and blackberry jam-like appearance of the spleen is observed. Diagnosis, the samples to be collected are generally for bacteriology from the unopened carcasses, blood and edema fluid. Opened carcasses, it is spleen and lymph nodes, and direct smears, histology, spleen and lymph nodes. But here, the first and foremost rule is you should not conduct postmortem for the anthrax suspected case. First, confirm there is no organism in the direct smears, then go for other protocols. And then identification of the age by observing the clinical signs, then polychrome methylene blue staining of the smears, which is nothing but McFadden's reaction, where capsule appears pink and organism appears blue. Culture on nutrient agar and blood agar. The organism shows non-hemolytic medusa head colonies, gamma phage, and if the sample is contaminated, you can use plaque medium. And the serological tests are Ascoli's test, which is used for the identification of thermostable antigen, immunofluorescence for the capsule observation, ELISA for a protective antigen testing, and hypersensitivity test is also there for anthrax by using anthraxine protein, and PCR detection for the PXO2 plasmid gene. Differential diagnosis. Here, it should be differentiated from lightning strike. Definitely the history or the environmental conditions itself will give some clue about the lightning strike. Paracute black leg, there in which you can appreciate generally black leg is appeared in well-fed animals and one side of the limb gets affected. It shows gangrenous myositis, and if you touch the affected portion, it gives crepitation, malignant edema of the face, bacillary hemoglobinuria, And then hypomagnesemia tetani, peracute babesiosis, sudden death due to toxins and poisonous plants. All these things needs to be differentiated for the differential diagnosis of this particular disease. Then treatment. Penicillins are the choice at the dose rate of 20,000 international units per kg body weight, streptomycin to 10 grams daily in 2 doses, oxytetracycline 5 milligrams per kg body weight. Control no PM. If it is a suspected carcass, bury 2 meters deep with quicklime. Quarantine the farm. Destruction of the cadavers. Vaccination of the survivors. Reduce human exposure. Use long-acting penicillins. And disinfection of the farm either by using 5% Lysol, 5 to 10% sodium hydroxide, 3% parasitic acid at the rate of 8 liters per meter square to kill the spores. Clothes, 10% formaldehyde, shoes, ethylene oxide, hair and wool by using gamma irradiation. Then immunization, widely we are using Steny strain vaccine for the control of this anthrax. And the dose of this vaccine is 10 to the power of 6 culturable spores. In case of cattle and horses, 1 to 5 into 10 to the power of 6 culturable spores in case of sheep and goat as well as in pigs. You can go for a ring vaccination. And the vaccinated animals prohibited from slaughter for 45 days and milk should be discarded